All right, we'll go ahead and get started with this ribbon cutting ceremony. My name is John Hale, I'm the mayor, and we have a number of city council individuals here. We have Tim Garten, Rachel Junks here, we have Gloria Betcher, and Amber Corriere. Where are you at, Amber?
I'm over here.
Over here? Did I miss anybody else? Anyway, welcome to this event. It's been long awaited and turned out pretty cool, didn't it? We look forward to it, and because you're here, you have to participate and go out there. No, I'm just kidding. So, anyway, yeah, not today exactly. So, anyway, one of the things when I'm asked about what are some of the cool things about the city of Ames, I just tout the fact that our park system is just almost second to none. Keith has mentioned before the council that the number of acres that we have per capita is double that of a national average. And this is just another example of City of Ames, our council's commitment to developing and improving all of the park system. And when I ask people, how many parks do you think the City of Ames has? It's usually 5, 6. And when I say it's 40, people just are aghast. Now, we do count pocket parks in downtown as being one of our parks, but the point is we have a fantastic park system under the leadership of Keith and the Parks and Recreation Commission. This is also just a representation of our investing in community, in our community resources, in neighborhoods to help strengthen them. We have a daily parks going to be getting a splash pad, and others just working around the community in order to provide amenities that are close by in the many different neighborhood areas. So, and I would be remiss in not channeling our former Parks and Recreation Commission chairperson, who would always say something I should be saying, so now I'm going to be saying is, being on the Parks and Recreation Commission is an opportunity to volunteer, and we have about 18 or 19 boards and commissions that people can serve on. And so if you're interested in getting involved in a board or commission, we're always taking applications, and sometimes there are openings that do occur. So if you want to be part of things that are going on in the community, I invite you to do so. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to Nathan Shemanek. I'm sorry, Nathan.
That's okay.
Take it the right,
Yeah.
Close? All right. And he is the Parks and Recreation Commission chairperson. Nathan?
Thanks. Welcome, I'm Nathan Shemanek. I'm one of your Parks and Rec Board Commissioners. With me today, Dwayne Reeves, and we have Jeff Isles and Deborah Tapp. We are happy to be here. One of our charges as commission members is to seek out new amenities. That way we can get the most diverse population possible to come out here and enjoy what we have to offer. Programs, facilities, all these things come out. We look at the CIP for the next couple of years, decide how we can change, add different things, and this park is really special to me. I brought my kids growing up, our neighborhood park was Country Gables. And we'd ride our bicycles down there, and I was the dad that's doing pull-ups on the monkey bars and box jumps on the platforms and dips on the handrails. And so this is really exciting. This is like an adult playground for me. This agility course is going to be a blast, and I hope that we have a new set of people that could come out here and really, really enjoy this. So, you know, as we look towards the future, hopefully we can come up with new facilities at, you know, seek out those diverse, you know, populations and get people outside and enjoy our parks and rec systems. Oh yeah. So up next is Keith Abraham. Thank you.
Thanks, Nathan. And I will say too is after Nathan introduced all the commissioners, we did have another commissioner just sneak up, Janet Rathy, right over there. So really appreciate everything that the commission does for us and for the community and for all of you. So one thing that I just wanted to touch base on is at times, you know, we get, I don't want to say competing interests, but different viewpoints in regards to what we should do with park space. And one of the things with our parks is we always consider them to be very transient in nature. You know, they may be open space at one time, they may have an amenity in it, they may go back to open space, those amenities may change. And really why we do that is based on the feedback that we get from the community. And we look at what are the needs within the community. So, for example, you've already heard this area has gone from carpool for a long, long time to green space to now an agility course. And when we did this before when we got the idea, we started having meetings with the neighborhood and the community and got their feedback. And we do that with a good many of our projects because it's really important that the end product not only meets the needs, but also blends in and addresses some of the neighbors' concerns. So some of the things that we heard from the neighbors in regards to this project was initially there was no path. That path that came back from there, it kind of went to the curb and it didn't connect with the sidewalk over here. That was one of the things that the neighbors said, hey, why don't you make that connection? Why don't you also get rid of that crossing kind of mid-block and have the crossing here at the corner? The other thing initially when we put out the plans is we actually had these two things reversed. We had the agility course closer to the road with the shelter closer to the river. And that was another thing that the neighbors said, well, why don't you flip-flop those so the agility course is a little further away from the view and also it helps with other things. So the point is through these processes, we listen to what the neighbors say and we try to incorporate as much as we can their ideas into the final project. So lastly, what I want to do is I just want to give some thanks and first off, thank everybody that did provide input, for this project, and I also want to thank City Council. City Council is very supportive. There's a number of council members here today, very supportive of what Parks and Recreation does. Really, they understand, as well as the Parks and Recreation Commission, what we do really enhances the quality of life within this community. Through just our open spaces, all of our parks, the variety, the diversity that Nathan talked about. They are also very supportive, and they also, if they didn't provide the funding for these projects, we wouldn't be able to do them. So thank you to the mayor and city council. Thank you. Go ahead. Yeah, and thank you to the Parks and Recreation Commission. The commission, there are 7 members, and they listen to us every month, and we give them ideas, and we get their feedback, and we get their input. And again, they're very supportive and provide a lot of guidance as to what we do, whether it's with our capital improvement plan, the CIP, or individual projects, and what we do operationally. So we really appreciate and thank the commission for all of their service. And lastly, also want to say thanks to staff, a number of staff involved in this project, whether it was leading project management or not only our Parks and Recreation maintenance staff, but Public Works staff. They worked together to take down the old bathhouse before we could even get this project done. Public Works staff did some curb repair and some street repair for this project. Parks and Recreation maintenance staff constructed the shelter, put that in. So thank you to all the staff that have been involved in this project. So with that said, I will ask the mayor to come back up, and all the commission and council members come on up for ribbon cutting. And then afterwards, when we're done, do we have any volunteers to actually go through the course? And I'm right here.
That needs some loose clothing. Okay.